Howdy zowdy, Big Beefy Burger Buddy here, another episode of Binding of Isaac Repentance. Just gonna do... It's another, like, been a week since I've played this game type deal, and I just want to play it. I had, like, 3 days off from work. That's really good. Where, like, I'm like, okay, well... I got all these days off at work, I can, like, record some, and then, turns out super busy. It is spring. Literally, like, the first day I was off, it was so hot that I, like, basically vegetated. It was, like, too hot to do, like, anything, really. So, ended up doing nothing super productive other than a handful of, things around the house. And then, second day, I'm like, I just need a break from my PC, so let me not even be on it for, like, a decent majority of the day, and then that's how that day went. Again, a handful of chores here and there being done, and then today, still super hot, not like the game, but, you know, just like the temperature outside. Got some yard work done. A lot of yard work done, in fact, and it was... See, I get, like, a level of satisfaction from doing, like, yard work, getting rid of, like, weeds and stuff like that. There's, like, this... Waiting for, like, a day for it to be, like, not super hot to do stuff outside. And finally we get, like, a decent one. It's, like, not too hot. And I just, like, tore out a bunch of, we got, like, a mulberry bush growing through a fence, which is, like, a nightmare. It's not fun to have to take care of that, but, so I did a lot of that. And I get this satisfaction of, like, seeing, like, this big, overwhelming task just get nullified by, you know, just, like, cutting it, pulling some stuff. You see that you've, like, filled 2 whole lawn bins full of weeds and stuff just pulled out over the course of the last 3 days, and you're like, man. And then you look at the spot that you've done, and you're like, wow. That's a lot of work. I'm glad I did it. I am glad I did it, because, Am I exhausted right now? Like, it's literally almost 9:30 right now. It's 9:13 p.m. And I wanted to record, like, at 1 p.m. today. is the busyness schedule. Milk is actually pretty good for this character, because we're incentivized in hurting ourselves constantly. It's pretty nice. But, yeah, it's been hot. There's still things I need to do. Got my usual checklist. You got some things coming up. Like I hit. If I removed all of the bots that keep following me on my Twitter, if I removed all of them, or most of them, I've actually finally hit 200 followers on Twitter. And that's why I'm gonna keep dead naming Twitter, because X is literally the name of the villains from. From, like, Food Fight, so, like, I'm gonna take some liberties with an awful name. So I'm probably gonna be doing a raffle, but then also, if I do that, Art Fight is coming up, and Art Fight is basically just, like, artists trading art with each other, and it's like a competition, but not like a competitive competition. It's just kind of, like, fun to draw someone's character and they draw yours. Like, it's kind of fun. And I think I've settled on my, like, goofy, not super detailed cartoon style as my thing. If the little icon at the bottom isn't apparent for it. So I'm gonna be drawing people's funny characters like that, and it's gonna be fun. So I gotta be careful if I do a raffle, then I should just wait a bit. Because, like, if I do that, I am going to easily overwork myself. Combined with the fact that, you know, it's in the middle, it's July when the art fight happens, which tends to be, like, one of the busiest months of work. So, doing that between work and all that, I don't need to, like, explode. Because, you know, I've also got other projects I'm working on, like Elden Ring is coming out soon, the DLC. So there's, I have an incentive to actually finish the Elden Ring videos that I have recorded. That I played Elden Ring when it came out and have just sat on the recordings. Just because I didn't feel like doing them, if it makes sense. I've been working on other ones. But, maybe I can finally sit down and do it. I was gonna do some of that. Like, I got one of them. Actually, I got a couple finished within this week. That's partially what I was doing on some of my days off, was just working on videos. In my spare time, you know, I have some spare time. But I don't consider that work, but it is definitely time required to make them, so I have to work on that. But yeah, again, too exhausted to really like sit down and lock in, finish a recording. Barely even like ready to finish a thumbnail for the one that is finished right now. Just decided that I might be able to play this game right now, and I'm gonna hope that that goes well. Because I mean, I like this game. It's wind down time for funny me, and we got some good items for Tainted Maggie, which Tainted Maggie is not a character I like very much. I just feel like this sort of playstyle is just boring. Like, oh, we're gonna walk at enemies and swing at them. Until I'm no longer allowed to do that. So, like, early game, that's what you do. I think I have range fix enabled. Range fix, that swing with range ups just, like, gets moved forward wherever you're aiming. It just makes the swing bigger with the range fix. Yeah, it is actually much bigger. So it actually makes range on these, some of the characters much better. I think this should just be a thing that's in the game, that's why I'm using it. It's technically not vanilla. It is really the only, mod I have enabled that actually affects gameplay in any way. It should be in the mod list in the description. If not, then whoopsies! Doesn't really, if it makes the game more fun, in a way that I feel doesn't just, like, start you in an item room and then make you not have to play early game at all, like, I'm all for it. But, I don't know, there might be some, like, controversy with me deciding that I shouldn't be, having fun. That being said, like, for a little while I had no rush enabled just because things were taking so much longer. I hate this room so much. It's like contender for one of the most annoying rooms in the entire game. Like, I've already talked about, like, boss rush and stuff like that. I'm not gonna, like, repeat myself again. Just because I feel like I do that, that rant often enough that it'd be just kind of like dead air to just continue complaining about it. And I don't feel like doing that. Let's go check this, see if this is a secret room. Hope that greed is not in it, so I can actually go into the right here and get a free item. I haven't gone into a shop, so it's probably going to be greed. Thank you for that money. I appreciate the money. But now I can get this Cracker Jack for free. Probably not going to take that. Also should probably, like, Just defeat this boss by hitting him in the corner. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this character is, like, really easy. And we did admittedly get a bunch of really good items for said character. And then you gotta hope that you have enough, like, stats that you can afford to no longer, use your character's gimmick, as you will be taking double damage for doing it. Which is, not ideal. I don't know if I want to do the self-sack room. I'll have to decide. Maybe a little bit of it. We are Maggie. We just gotta be a little careful. I'm gonna go run real quick and grab this. Maybe we go a little crazy on this. Okay, we got we got a Eden Soul, which will be pretty good, assuming that we can charge it before we go back. So let's go up here. We're doing a little bit more strategy, like a little bit more thinking for. It's not worth my key. For some reason, I thought these were. I forgot what room this was. I forgot what room that was. But yeah, I just wanted to play this character. My tangents are gone. Yeah, my brain is like out of it. So I'm just gonna like chill and play this game for a little bit, and then lay in bed. Most likely after I'm done recording. Tears Up's nice. I am satisfied with all the yard work though, so I can't complain there. Because it was a lot of work. And a lot of work is obviously exhausting, especially in the heat. Like, I am not a heat guy. I'm not a summertime fun kind of gent. The heat, like, is extra bad for me. I will probably die in the heat, you know? That's just how it is. But I'm definitely a winter, I get to wear clothes that counteract the heat instead of just melt. I gulped that. Okay, so I can get another trinket. That's pretty nice. So, like, you know, like, it's hot for, like, most of the year. So, yeah, really... And then you just need your perfect, like, you need your spring weather that's not too hot, but it's, like, that summer heat that I don't like. She's got a bunch of hearts right here. And I'm just, like, genuinely, like... like, super tired. I was a little awake, and that's why I started recording, and then it's really just like dawning on me that it's like close to bedtime for me normally, and I am just like luckily playing a low thought character because I don't think I could mentally do anything more. I could get some chests from that. It is nice that I get some pills, because I do like taking the pills in the pill game. A perks. Knowing we have a perk is pretty good, because I think this might be worth it. Yeah, I don't want to do like that though. Maybe that one's worth it down there. So I want to try to keep Eden Soul for another angel room, or you know, an intervention, as I like to call them. But, chances of us getting that are 100? What? Why? Is it because I got one from the self-sack room, but I didn't get one as a natural, like, thing? So... I just get to get one for free here? Okay. You know what? That makes this a lot easier. Now what angel deal item would I want? Chocolate milk is pretty good. I wonder if holding chocolate milk? Yeah, no, it doesn't do that. That definitely will help us, like, just, like, actually kill enemies. And then, what do I want for my angel deal in particular? We'll see. Just gonna hit this guy a bunch. Yeah, math. What do you think you're gonna do, Philly? Shot speed is, like, not the greatest thing I could have gotten. High Priestess is also pretty bad. And I hate this thing, but you know what? If, okay, and then we get, like, 2 defense items that I don't like. Well, I like Circle of Protection to a degree, but, Trinity Shield? Yeah, I can just leave. Might as well use this, I guess, right? Also, I might as well just do this. Just keep hitting you. This is like... not that good. We are going for Isaac. Okay, that's what we were doing that. Now is this syringe better? I don't know. Do I hit the card? Definitely shouldn't. And then I gotta hope that I'm strong enough to be able to do mid and late game. I wanted to mention the problem with this character is, like, okay, so this part of the game is super easy, and then when you take double damage and have to do some of the longest bosses in the game, it goes from walking forward into enemies and not playing the game to just, like, having to beat some of the hardest bosses in the entire game with effectively 2 health. And that's not exactly, my ideal character, if it makes any sense. I think this is the first time I am taking this, this spacebar item, though. And it is purely because, we didn't get another one. Don't think this thing's very good. But here's another chance for this thing to pop off. Just gotta kill these things. These hands. These little hands here. That's a lot of soul hearts. Too bad soul hearts aren't that great. That's a lot of soul hearts. Too bad soul hearts aren't that great. Thank you, Popat, for allowing me to get a plethora of health that I will now squander. Dead Bird is another item that's honestly not that bad for this, this character. A lot of items in this game incentivize getting hit, and this character is definitely the best one for items that do that. So, if there's one super positive with this character, it's things like that. Because a lot of those effects are honestly really strong. Now, I'm realizing our damage is still at 2.62. And that's why, like, using our attacks is basically not even worth doing. Honestly, tap-shotting is probably more effective just because, if we do that, we have a higher chance to proc euthanasia, and then that could actually kill enemies. But when we gotta fight actual bosses, like, at that point, like, what do we even do? Yeah, this item is actually gonna be horrible, the spacebar item. We are playing a character that incentivizes getting hit and walking into enemies. So, like, losing the fires because I'm basically in melee range all the time is probably not the most effective use of flames. But, hey, they could do a little bit of damage. Just hope that we get, like, some sort of way. I'll literally take red patch. That is a way to do damage. This is not a lot of damage. I'm trying to think. I'm looking at our items now. Our only tears up was the trinket we got at the beginning. No, we actually got soap. Never mind. And milk, which I mean isn't bad for us because we're effectively super super good at being the funny character. Like what? Like come on, man. And I didn't look, it's fine because they're like not even worth taking anyway. Oh, I didn't get the card. Probably should have. Doesn't really matter. We just gotta play the rest of the game with, I guess, 8 damage shots. Like this is ultimately not gonna be how I do this. This is okay. Yeah, you know what? Just think that it's the first time I've ever used this card. And we'll see how effective it is for trying to kill one enemy. Borderline useless. Borderline. That is that's my assessment for this item. Is name a worse item in the entire game. So don't use that card again. Also good variety. There you go. It killed a couple enemies. It's like something. Reroll my whole run. I'll do it. It'll suck to lose the HP. But name a reason I care. Mom's knife. Yeah, I think we just got like an infinitely better run. So no more complaining for sure. This run went from nothing damage wise to Mom's knife. So yeah. What a like 10 to 60 reroll. I'm glad I do them. I mean, ultimately, like, there's no reason not to do it. Like, that's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, if you feel like a lot of your items are pretty bad, like, this is probably the time to use a reroll. Death's List. I kind of don't want to take it, if you want me to be real. Now, what else did we get? Wafer is insane. And I was wondering why I had a Holy Mantle. It's because I have the blanket. Yeah, well, what else can I do? We could do Hush now. Honestly, with like how good this run went from being like bad to really good. I'm going for a... I still have... I was gonna say, there's no way I have that still, right? It's like, it had to be like fanny pack or something. And then I guess I just blow these up. Health up? Health up again? Like... Do I even gotta... express how good that is? Yeah, we're gonna do Hush. Yeah, instead of Isaac. Can't see a reason not to do Hush. Maybe, what could I want with money? I doubt 40 cents is what I'm gonna end up using. Yeah, if we're doing Hush, then, let's try to get, like, some keys. Because assuming we use those keys, we're gonna open these chests. I think it's ultimately worth it to do that. Shot that diagonal by accident. Now, our range is like super high, honestly. So it's really hard to do the bonus damage with Mom's Knife. Is it really a problem? Thought I had flight for some reason. I know why I thought I had flight. Yeah, is Red Patch giving me the hearts? Also, I'm realizing, you know, I'm the melee character. Like, why don't I just walk into enemies and do this? I have 2 attacks. I'm effectively invincible. Like, it is clicked. What I shall do. A damage card would be. Oh my god. You ask and you shall receive, it seems. Do I want to do this? Of course I want to do it. Look at that. And then, if I get 30 coins, like Bumbo, go in. Celtic Cross. That's insane as well. Seraphim, that's insane as well. Kill you for fun. Like, why not, right? Is there any reason to do it? No. And then I really kind of didn't want that. But we'll take it. And then, we got 2 of these. 2 of spades. Well, our key situation is, satisfied now. Yeah, I think this run popped off a bit. Did it require a Mom's Knife? Honestly? Probably. Do I care? I mean, the soul hearts are gonna go away anyway. I don't feel like going back and grabbing them. Oh, but it would have given me more time to make my decisions. Don't worry, I'm gonna make these fast. Also, I was holding the Bible just so I could beat the boss, like, faster. I'm just gonna go for that. Not particularly good, but the last thing I want is, get some, like, Taurus and lower my speed during this fight. And the subsequent other one coming up here. That's really good. We have really no use for soul hearts anyway, so, I mean, there's no reason not to do that. And might as well go take this into one of these and maybe get a crawl space. Nope, no crawl space. And I'll just donate the rest of this money. And do I strength card now? And then try to use it on Delirium. I think we just do it now, right? And then I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna try to walk into the boss. I will try to kill like flies just to get the health up. And then let's see how much a fully charged knife does. Not that much, but also like for a hush fight, shouldn't take that long. Now, whenever you spawn flies, I'm gonna walk like my face into them, but I'm gonna wait a moment for them to lose their invulnerability. Is the plan here? Because one, Red Patch might proc, and Red Patch is probably gonna be really good, and then on top of that, like, you know, we get the health back, so pretty clutch. Pretty clutch, good run. Thank you, the reroll room, for actually being a reroll. And I would say, like, getting to the reroll before then was really nothing, because again, we got a lot of items that were good for getting health back and or getting hit, which is obviously good for this character. Just kind of felt like getting hit there, in case you're wondering. But again, early game, pre-womb is like nothing while playing as this character. So like, who even cares? Got Soul of Magdalene, which is not a great soul, honestly. It's pretty underwhelming. But we are gonna go ahead and just go fight the guy. Now what do I want? Preferably 2 cards, a teleport card of any type, would be ideal. And one to allow me to do more damage. Secondarily, some soul hearts would be very nice, just for the fact that I want the box to proc. I'm gonna go ahead and kill you with that, just as a little bit of a flourish. I should just not be afraid to like walk into enemies. I don't think I want to take Monkey's Paw. It's good. But I have a feeling what would happen if I tried to effectively use it would be something. That was a lucky penny. I saw the shimmer of the lucky penny. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use it. But this is it. I knew I was taking a risk by walking in here. It's a risk worth taking. I think we just hold the Yum Heart until, like, I go down to half a heart. Also, I should just keep those on the ground. And then whenever I get a shield, just walk into you. Okay, you're Pin, which... Pin is, like, one of the scariest things that this boss can turn into. Especially when, like, enraged. Your enrage timer activates. Picking a lot of stalling enemies. Thanks for stalling, I guess. The best thing we can hope for is Celtic Cross procking like a bunch. What's up? And enemies spawning. Enemies spawning is a great way to get our health back. I'm trying to strategically use our thing. Okay, we have a Celtic Cross. They should have been paying attention to that. Okay, we got another heart spawn. I'm a little, like, skeptical on Celtic Cross right now, because I remember going into Delirium fight, and it, like, procced one time out of, like, a full health worth of like, health. And I think decent luck, which Celtic Cross is affected by your luck stat, and I think I had like maybe 3 or 4. I wasn't expecting to beat Delirium today, but we did. I'll take a Delirium win. I heard the gold heart, don't even care. Sleepy Brain able to defeat Delirium because I got Mom's Knife and Wafer. And Celtic Cross. And damage. So that was a good run. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Join my Discord, links in the description. I'll see you in the next one. We unlocked hypercoagulation. I think that's how you say it. I'm gonna go lay in bed.